Welcome to another episode of Studio 214, the show where college students take on bigger than college topics. My name is Logan, and these are my co-hosts, Hello Karen and Cynthia. For this episode, Cynthia, Hello Karen, and I are talking about family. What's our family dynamic like? Does our family want to disown us? Find out all of that and more on this episode of Studio 214.
So I guess I'll go first. I'm Hello Karen, but my name's actually Karen. But I want to be called Hello Karen, so don't forget that. But I was born at Eglin Air Force Base in Fort Walton back in the last century. I've actually got kids, so I don't live like with my mom and dad and all that stuff. But I've got a mom and dad and 2 brothers and 2 sisters. But I live at home with my 4 kids. I've got a 23-year-old named Ricky. I've got a 20-year-old named Kaylin, a 12-year-old named Cody, a 9-year-old named Lacey, and then I also have a grandbaby named Clementine. And they are my life. Cynthia?
Yeah, well, I live with my mom and dad, and I have an older sister. So I was born in Marianna, Florida. Yeah, I'm really close with my relatives and with my family, but a lot of my relatives a lot of my relatives live in Chile, so I don't know them fully well, but I have relatives in Chile, I have relatives in Australia, in Michigan, and California, so we're kind of spread out.
Have you ever got the opportunity to go to Chile to see any?
Yes.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
I'm pretty sure I've seen most of my family, but one cousin, I think. I'm missing one. So
You're missing one? They went
missing? My trading cards. Yeah, that's my family.
That's pretty cool.
All right. My name is Logan Libby. I was actually born here in Panama City Beach, but we moved around a lot. We went to Arizona, Maryland, all over the place because I'm a military family, so we were just traveling all over the place. We moved back down here to be closer to family. Both my grandparents are here, and so were my brothers at the time. I've got a pretty large family, so I've got 2 little sisters and then 3 older brothers. Currently right now I'm just living with my mother and one of my brothers. The rest of them are scattered all across Florida. One's in Orlando, the other one is in West Palm Beach. So we're kind of just all around Florida all the time. The closest relationship I have with my family outside of my brothers, I would say, and my sisters, would be my grandparents. They live out in Kynard, just a small little country backwater kind of. But we go out there and we just enjoy nature. You know, they used to have horses and stuff, so we'd ride horses all the time. We go fishing in creeks, stuff like that, and it's really fun. But yeah, I mean, that's who is closest with my family.
Awesome.
But outside of that, with siblings and family members comes drama and rivalry. So a couple of us have sibling rivalries.
Yeah.
Karen, do you have any?
Oh, my Lanta. Okay, so I'm the oldest. Yes, firstborn. But that is like a double-edged.
Comes with its own pros and cons.
Yeah. So I've got 2 younger brothers that I actually grew up with. I have a sister, but she lives in Arizona with my dad. So I don't really know her that well, but I love you, Carolyn. But my 2 younger brothers, Justin and Michael, Justin is only 3 years younger than me, so we fought a lot. Yeah. Michael's 10 years younger than me, so he was more like my kid. But me and Justin, I'm telling you, there would be times he would just say something that I did not like.
Set you off?
Yeah, I would be jumping over couches and I would have so much adrenaline pumping. My mom would be like, y'all fighting like grown men. Why don't you just go get a steak knife and kill each other? And I'm like, okay. But yeah, we get along pretty good now.
Sounds like it from that story.
But man, the stories, that's one thing though I can say, like growing up and being older, you do, well, not always, but generally if you fight with your siblings when you're younger, generally speaking, you're going to be a lot closer when you get older, unless they do some shady stuff. But yeah.
That's basically my sibling rivalry with my sister.
Trying to stab people with knives.
Not full body contact, but like when we were younger, we did not like each other. Like we fought a lot and didn't have like the closest relationship. But once we got older and I got older, we got really close, like super close, and I absolutely love her to death and would kill for her. But she's my only sibling, and I do have kind of like an adopted brother who I love dearly, but he kind of came in later in our life, so, but he's still my brother.
He's still cool.
Yeah.
Still your brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, my family, well, each and every one of my siblings is a half-sibling to me.
Yeah, that's how mine are too. But,
Yeah,
you know.
so I'm not really close in age to any of them. The closest one would be my older brother, who is 4 years older than me. Beyond that, it's like 8 and 13. So they're, pretty big age difference.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a kid, it was mostly just me growing up with my 4 brothers, because my 2 little sisters are much littler than me.
Yeah.
So as the youngest, I always was trying to get attention and stuff from them. So I mean, I don't think there was any real rivalries. I was too little
young,
for them to be rivals of any way. But
were you more like
was
a sidekick or like a shadow? Did you always want
it
to
was
be
kind of
with
like
them?
a shadow, yeah. Especially because I thought they were so cool,
Yeah.
being the older brothers. So they'd have friends over, and I'd be their friends, annoying their friends more than anything. But my oldest brother, Sean, I feel so bad for him in this. He was studying to go to college at the time, and I was very young, and I just wanted to spend time with him. And he kept kicking me out of the room because I'm trying to study.
Yeah.
This is important. I'm trying to get into college. I didn't understand what that, didn't understand it. So I just kept doing it until he started yelling at me. And then my mom got annoyed at him for yelling at me, just trying to spend time. And she said, if you yell at him one more time, I'm going to take the door off of your room. And do not lock it. Do not do that. Yeah. Just ask him politely to leave. Yeah. And, he tried for 30 minutes until I annoyed him enough again. And sure enough, that door came off. And as soon as it happened, I was like,
uh-oh.
Oh, this happened because of me. I'm just going to stop annoying him now. I'm not, sorry about the door.
My
Going
bad.
back up to my room. Okay, well, I've got a door. You don't, sorry.
So have you confessed that to your brother? Or is this like your first time him finding out that like it was your fault the door got taken off?
No, because he was yelling at me. He knew it was my fault.
Yeah, but or I don't know how to say it.
Have I apologized to her?
Yeah.
Probably should. I never have. Shows how good of a brother I am. Yeah, I probably should say, hey, sorry about getting your door ripped off of its frame. Yeah, hey, on live TV, sorry about that. My bad, if you're watching.
I kicked a door off the hinges one time. So
yeah?
I had a little bit of a temper when I was a kid.
Enough to kick a door off its hinges?
Wow.
Yeah, my brothers were annoying.
So you were my brother in that scenario.
Basically, like, it was bad, and I had to like screw it back in, so I didn't want anybody to know. You know what I mean? So I
they just saw a giant foot-sized hole in the door.
There wasn't a hole. The way I kicked it, the hinges and everything, the screws came out. Oh. So I'm in there like screwing it back in. Nobody knows. And my mom later on, she's like videoing me because I thought at that time I was the next Mariah Carey. So I'm in there, like Dream Love, singing, and my little brother is slamming my bedroom door, and then you hear, boom, and the door fell. And I was like, on
He-
video.
He got blamed for it.
I don't think so.
No?
But I don't remember because he was so little. He was like 3 or something. But yeah, my eyes got so big because I thought the door fell on him.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think I ever told my mom that that's why it came off.
yeah. Because you kicked it.
happened.
You know, they have to teach firefighters how to do that.
Yeah.
To kick doors off
Flat-
its hinges.
do
Apparently, you know how
flat
to do
foot.
that by yourself.
Yeah.
You should be a firefighter.
I don't, hey, you know, maybe my next life.
But
Tell you.
coming with families is unique traditions for everyone. So, what kind of traditions do you have with your family?
I would say, you know, our family is pretty, you know, traditional, like as far as traditions
Yeah,
go.
just the average kind of
Yeah, like it was hard to think.
holidays and stuff.
But yeah, like you know, we did Santa Claus. You know, my mom always made Christmas super magical,
Yeah.
and the Tooth Fairy and all those little things. One tradition I can really remember is like every year on Christmas Eve, she would let us open one present, and you know,
Open present early.
yeah, one present early. So like I've carried that on with my kids, you know. So now
Yeah.
they'll be, can we open one
One
present,
present,
one
one present.
present, and another tradition is when we open presents, one at a time.
Oh,
Oh.
We have to sit there, and it was annoying as a kid, but now I understand. We have to sit there and watch everybody open their one present. Now show it to everybody.
yeah. What'd you get?
Yeah,
What'd you get?
and then the
I don't
next
know what you
person. Now,
got.
Cynthia, you open yours. And everybody watches it, but it goes by so fast. Otherwise, you know, when you're a parent, like you want to watch them and enjoy every
yeah,
moment. So I get it now.
Put off trying to clean up all of the
All the paper,
the wrapping
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
But you know, like our traditions were pretty traditional. But you know, it's just goodness. This episode's making me miss my mama.
Aw.
Yeah.
For sure. Makes me really think about how good I had it. Cynthia?
Well, my traditions were like, we don't have a lot, but we have one for every birthday. We would come into the like before you even wake up, you wake up with you know, singing happy birthday, and with like either a treat or a tiny cake, or like one time I had a PB&J like with
Aw.
like a candle and everything. And
That's sweet.
And they'd sing happy birthday. Or like I have a graphic of when I was 7. And I'm not a morning person whatsoever, so I have like just the meanest face.
Birthday cake and just.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
Not happy whatsoever.
That is so sweet.
But we've kept the tradition going for a long time, and even now, since my sister is in Virginia, we still just call her up, and just all of us start singing for the morning, just to kind of wake you up and get you into.
That's
Get
a
you-
good
get you into a
idea.
good mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really, you know, that's awesome. Is that something that, you know, if you
Yeah.
have your own children, is that something you'll carry on with them?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's a nice family thing to have.
It's a great tradition, and we also have like, in my family we celebrate the Independence Day of Chile, and every time it comes around, my mom will just go all out with Chilean food and just to be cooking. We just have a lovely meal and all the time, so I get all the Chilean goodies.
Nice.
That you could wear. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. Make my tummy growl.
Yeah.
Logan?
I wouldn't say that we have any super unique traditions, you know. I mean, you know, Christmas, Thanksgiving, stuff like that. I would say that we do them a bit differently. I mean, we have, you know, both sides of the family here, so we try and spend each with them both for each holiday that comes around and stuff like that. So it usually is a lot more flexible. I don't think I've ever had a Christmas on Christmas Day,
Really?
you know, because it'll be like
Different
the
people's
22nd we're
Yeah.
at one family's house, and then the 25th we're at a different, you know.
But that's neat, though. It makes it, you know, last that much longer.
It's so much longer, and it's always just nice to see everyone, you know. I guess for Christmas, the thing that we do is we don't ever do, this is going to sound weird, we don't do personalized presents. So everyone buys one or two things and then brings them to the house that we're having the Christmas at. and then it's basically like a secret Santa, dirty Santa kind of thing.
Ah, that's cool.
And everyone will like open it up and show it to everyone, and then the next person we draw cards to see, like 1 to like 13 or something like that. And each person gets their gift, and then they sit down and they show it off to everyone, and then the next person goes up and they can decide to steal the gift or open up a new one.
That's what dirty Santa
Yeah.
is. I didn't know. Ah, man, thank you for teaching me that.
It's really fun. I mean, since it's not personalized, it'll be like throw blanket and stuff, which
Yeah.
I always try and get the throw blanket because they're always very comfy.
Yes.
I feel like if we tried that dirty Santa though at my house, no
It's gonna be
offense, Lacey, but my youngest would throw an
Yeah,
ever-living fit.
If it ever got stolen
Yeah.
from them,
Yes, because if she had something she liked and then the next person took it,
took it.
nah.
Yeah.
Nah. It's like, I don't want gray hair yet.
Yeah, my
Excuse me.
grandparents were always trying to play favorites, at least with me, though. Try and point out gifts that they
like-
think I'll like. And you should pick that little small one right there. It might have some money in there.
You
Who
might
knows?
like that one.
Yeah. And then, if you pick up the one with money in it, it's just going to get stolen. Everyone else wants money.
It's like, I got some pens. I got $60.
I know, yeah. Which one's better? I wonder.
But that is a great idea for a big family to
Yeah.
have that, so you don't have to, buy everyone at least
Yes.
Yeah.
everything. So
As it could get so expensive, and that's what. Speaking of expensive, that's what I like about this generation. Like this Temu and TikTok Shop and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's a lot cheaper when you have a big family, a lot of kids.
Yeah.
So that part's cool, but I like that idea better. Just not personalized. I've even seen where people will. They'll like for their kids, they'll get these big like a Christmas bag, and they'll put like a couple certain types of items in there, and then like that's all they get. And
yeah.
I'm taking notes.
It's like a mega stocking.
Yeah,
That's
it's just
it.
like there's some cool stuff in there. Yeah, it's just it gets expensive. Plan out your plan out any type of traditions and stuff before you have kids. Like plan out, talk to people, make sure that's a good idea. That way, that's just my advice.
Another one, I guess, less in the Christmas spirit, but still on Christmas, is we all get one lottery, like
Like a
scratch
scratch-off?
a scratch off.
Nice.
Yeah. And they're put in like little envelopes, and we read off this little script where it's like left and right. So it's like, Santa's little helpers left the workshop to go do something, and you put the card to the left for the person.
Oh.
So we read all that, and then we all just hope someone wins big so we can all share the money.
Yeah, your family has some cool traditions and games. I'm like taking mental notes because that Thanksgiving I tried to start doing some stuff like
So,
that. Because it was my mom's birthday, so it was like maybe some new traditions. So we did like a scavenger hunt, and I used ChatGPT to help me come up with the clues.
Notifications.
Yeah, it was really fun, but I couldn't think of other games. But like what you're talking about, so I want to start doing things like that. That sounds like fun.
Well,
like
speaking of
so
Thanksgiving,
much.
it just went by. Did you guys both have a good Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah.
Pretty good.
What did you guys do?
Well, we cooked. It was, and like I was saying, it was my mom's birthday. So like, we tried to make it like as fun as we could. We did a scavenger hunt. My younger two kids went and visited some of their dad's family and stuff, and we hung out. It was a good day.
nice.
Yeah,
Good.
it was a nice day and better than I expected that it would be.
Yeah.
That's good.
Cynthia,
My Thanksgiving, I flew over to Virginia and spent it with my sister.
cool,
So all of Thanksgiving Day, we were just cooking.
nice.
'Cause we like to cook together, so we just cooked basically a full Thanksgiving meal, and we just
Go
ate it
wrong with
ourselves.
that. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that sounds good. Nice turkey and everything.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
the full deal. It was really good.
Yeah. We went down to West Palm
nice.
to visit my brother who's down there, and then they went over to Disney for a night. I would have gone, but I got super sick because
Aw,
they have two little 4-year-old boys, and they were sick. And whenever they're sick, someone else will get sick. And that
you
time it was
were-
me.
You were the lucky one.
So all Thanksgiving I was taken out.
Yeah.
Dang. Have you ever been to Disney World before?
Yeah, I've been to
Oh,
Disney World once or twice when I think like the oldest I was at Disney was like 10 or
Yeah.
something.
I've never been.
No?
No.
Aw. Maybe that's what you should do next Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I've been to Disneyland, though, in California, so
Oh.
it's not the same. But
No, it's not.
yeah, I know. It's weird, isn't it? I live in Florida.
Never been there.
That's,
Well,
that's military, you know?
who wants to do the 7-hour drive down to Orlando?
Not
Yeah,
me.
that's true.
Not me. Not at all. No. I'd rather fly, but it'd probably be like ridiculously expensive
Yeah.
to fly from Panama City to Orlando. But
Yeah, we were thinking on the drive there, we were like, they really need to make a train or something go down to Orlando.
There used to be a train that you could hop on in like Atlanta and ride it down here to Panama City for $1. Of course, that was like in the early 1900s. But yeah, like, well, you know, early to mid.
Yeah.
I was reading all about the history of Panama City. It was really cool though. You could take, it was $1 to go from Atlanta to Panama City. So I'm sure they had them going from, you know, here down there because they had
Yeah.
the train going all the way to like Key West and
All over
stuff.
the place, yeah.
So yeah, that has nothing to do with family, but
Well, families take trains.
they do. There you
So-
go. See? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But thank you all for tuning in for this episode of Studio 214. Tune in next week for our season finale, where we are going to take you on a trip behind the scenes. See you all next time.